Alright, starting another project here. I am looking for a car specifically here, and I see it right away. It is the police car. I want to work on this one. Once again, very, very, very inexpensive off of eBay, but you see the stickers on there? People aren't going to pay for it. They're not going to pay top dollar if it, one, doesn't have a chassis, and two, has those darn the decals on there. So let's do this again. Very quick project. Let me see if I got a chassis. I know we could build one. I got enough parts to build one, but let's just see if we got a chassis real quick. Yep, we sure do. We sure do. If they're in this bin, they run properly, and there's nothing I need to do with them. That's why they're in there. Okay, so right now, let me take this over to the bench. What are we looking at? We have a chassis, which means we just increased the value of that car a whole bunch just by having a chassis there, guys. And I know we could have pieced one together, but just having a chassis or something ready to go. Try to do that. All right, let's do this. We'll go ahead and get the decals off. We're going to use some warm water. Give me 1 minute. Just real quick, guys, before I put it in the water, you see the decals here, and I was just looking at the screw post and everything on the bottom. Looks real good. I don't see any cracks or anything like that, the screw post. So again, nominal on eBay, but when we fix it up, put a chassis on it, I bet you it goes for quite a bit. I'm cooking the water right now. Like I said, it should have another 20 more seconds, and it should be warm enough to get those decals off. Once again, I want to be over the sink, not to make a mess on the counter. And we're just going to submerge it in. The water, it's not boiling hot. It's not even simmering or anything like that. It is just warm. You probably wouldn't want to stick your finger in there and leave it in there for too long, but you could. You could. I'm going to give that about 30 seconds, and we'll take it out, see if we can get those decals off. All right, should be ample time. Let me go ahead and fish that out of there and see if we can get those decals off real quick. There we go. Look at that, they're just scratching right off there. Scratching right off. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay, good. Good. Let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and rinse it under the water and clean the rest of that off, and let's see what it looks like when it's shined up. You see where the decals were, like some glue residuals? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it back in that warm water and see if I can get those off as well. All right, just going to submerge it for a little bit longer. Like I said, going to put it back in that warm water. That should help loosen that, like the glue residuals on there. All right, just fished out of the water again. Not too bad. I still see some of the residuals on there. I'm going to take my t-shirt to it and buff it out a little bit, see if we get the rest of that off. I'm going to bring everything back out to the bench now. All right, hey, just buffed it out with my shirt there. Look at the roof now, guys. Look at that. It's like all nice and shiny, just like you want it. I kind of, the trunk, the hood, again, buffed it out with my t-shirt, that type of stuff. But the only thing I'm going to do next is, very, very quickly, I've talked about this before, anytime you submerge these buggers in water, and I'm even going to do it to the back screw post in case there's a chance there's any water in there. Just take a little bit of a paper towel, roll it up like a wick, and stick it down in that screw hole. Make sure there's no water left behind in there, that type of thing when you put the chassis on and screw in there. That's something you really don't want. All right, give me just 1 minute, and where's that chassis? I'll put that chassis in the bugger, and let's see if we can get it to go around track. But look at now that chassis on, you know what? I mean, like 100 times better right there. Got the roof cleaned up, all that stuff. Roof looks good. Let's do this. Going to go ahead and throw it on the track. I already got the transformer on just a second ago. All right. Make sure that's where it needs to be. All right. Give it some juice. Great. All right. Don't you just love the old vibrator tires, the ones that are just, there it goes. It's going. I'm going to put some like gel claws or some T-Jet tires on there because those are just, it's running, but it's not going around the track like we want. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the project. Very, very easy project. Get the decals off, throw a chassis on there, just increase the value. And straight away, between today and tomorrow, this is going on eBay. All right, guys, have fun.